Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing where we left off with Amalur. I didn't say this before, but again, this is kind of like what I'm doing. Like today, we're uploading an RPG game. And so for this one, we've got Amalur. I'm just gonna go ahead and break all of these boxes because why not? Okay. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh, dang. Okay. Let's talk to this person.
Thank Matharu. Another survivor. Are there any more?
Oh, the door collapsed behind me.
I suppose that's a little bit of kindness from fate. May those still trapped inside rest peacefully.
Let's ask her about the Well of Souls.
The well was a beautiful dream, an end to death, a cure to tragedy. It would have made war pointless. It could have saved the world. We should have known it was too good to exist. Now our friends have paid the price.
Set a timer. There we go. Let's ask her about the Tuatha.
Who knows why the Tuatha hate mortals? Who knows why the Fae do half the things they do?
Okay, and what of Hughes?
Morris Hughes was one of the greatest minds of our generation. The Well of Souls was a dream that was almost too good to come true.
You can hear the guy that's hurt. Oh my gosh. And do you know... Yeah. And what do you know of Alistair?
This was supposed to be a nice isolated grove. So much for that. Stay safe. We'll be moving soon.
Okay. Oh, wrong button. Let's talk to this Remy person.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you?
He did distract them so I could escape.
That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have!
So what about the Well of Souls?
Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now.
What about the Tuatha?
I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erythel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war.
And what of Hughes?
We all knew Fominus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked.
What of this Fate Weaver?
Oh, you mean Agav? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it.
And what about Alistair?
Alistair is remote enough that we
sorry.
don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. We should be safe here. At least a little longer.
Let's talk to this guy.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll?
Yep.
I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade.
And what of the... Oh goodness, okay. What about the Well of Souls?
The well was incredible, but it took armloads of Prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again.
And of the Tuatha?
I never did trust Fae to begin with. Well, those Twith are the worst sort. They waged some sort of holy war against humans and Alpha for years now. But the front's all the way out east. What are they doing out here? How did they know about this place?
What about trolls?
They're technically a type of wild Fae. Related to the Fae of the summer and winter courts, actually. Dangerous enough in the wild. The Twatha also use them in their army.
And what of Hughes?
Hughes ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. The old man's tougher than he looks, and he's always got a plan.
And what of this Fate Weaver?
Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans. Hughes swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards.
And Alistair?
We started building here when they found Prismere in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Twatha this far out west, though.
Goodbye.
Good luck out there.
Okay. Let's go jump into this. Okay, let's see what this is. Repair kit, I'll take it. Okay, wait a minute. How do I... There we go. Yeah. I think I can actually make that mini-map larger, but I can't remember how. Options. Gameplay. Block mini-map. No. There we go. Oh wow, no, that is huge on the map, on the screen. Let's make it small. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. I don't know if I can sneak up on this rat. Uh-oh, that other rat's gonna see me. Nice. Take that. Unlock the footlocker, okay. Pick the lock. Oh. Nice. I'll take it. Ooh, a dispelled chest. So, we're actually going to leave that alone for now until we up our dispel. We'll come back for it. Can unlock this footlocker though. Ooh. Kind of slow. Sweet. Okay, I'll take those. Let's try and see. Dispel. Okay, here we go. Sweet. Ooh. Take those. Okay. Let's see what we got. Got a cowl. We'll go ahead and wear that. Oh, it requires 3 sorcery. Dang. Okay. What about accessories? We can go ahead and at least wear the necklace. And items. Okay. I don't want to pick any kind of reagents just yet, because you actually have to have some kind of skill to pick some of those up. So right now we're just kind of looking around the area, making sure we pick up anything that we can. This over here. Ooh, green leather gloves. Ooh, take that. Deer, we're gonna leave you alone. Wait, why is it? Oh, I actually can't get that anymore. Okay. What do we have over here? Take those. Ah, shrine, I'll take it. Help get this thing away from me. Oh, hello, bear. Oh, gosh.
You? I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here? When I saw you with Edsel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded. The Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt.
Who did you report to?
I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime.
Fine, I'll make him pay me and you live.
I don't have... Okay, here. It's all I've got, plus what I got paid for the information. I don't want any part of this. I'm going home to Odessa.
I can't prove that he's the reason why the Tuatha are here, since we don't know who his contact was. If I could prove that, he'd be dead. But I can't. Okay. There's some wolves over there. Let's get some XP. That's the thing too, if you can time your blocks, you can actually, it's kind of like parrying. Anyway, continuing, we couldn't loot anything here. But this is actually an area we can potentially fast travel back to. The Stone Candle Mines. We'll eventually come back for those. I really like his sword.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh?
What's a Fate Weaver?
Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things.
Yeah, Hughes sent me to find you.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now.
What do you know about Hughes?
When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that.
The cards?
You really don't know much, do you?
Nope.
A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently.
Okay. Can you give me some help?
I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes,
Thank you.
or in celebration of his success. Whichever.
Ooh, thank you. Also, I just woke up in the tower.
You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Let's go.
You're gonna burn.
Uh-oh. Finger's full. Ooh, yes, reckoning mode. Nice. And everyone else died too.
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know. I just did it.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
Yeah, do you always see death?
It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes. Other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, is this why he sent me?
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Fine, show me my fate.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be
Okay.
seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much.
What? No. That one is so funny.
I'm real, you must be drunk.
Well, because isn't that when he's like, oh, I am.
Oh, I don't know. Fine, I'm real, you must be drunk.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the king of ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Ooh. Fate's blank formless forged into shape. Be a brawler, an acolyte, a rogue, or a seeker. I'm a jack of all trades. Yes, let's be a seeker. What did you see?
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you.
So what does this mean?
It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that, or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower.
Okay. Got a few questions for you, though. What about the Tuatha?
The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human.
Okay, what about Hughes?
Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working.
Okay, what about Fate Weavers?
The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon.
Okay, and what of Fate?
We are all threads in the tapestry of fate. Measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become.
Tell me more about this Arden.
You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yovan. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these.
Okay. And tell me a little about yourself.
Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus Priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight.
So what's wrong with my fate?
That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there.
Okay, goodbye.
What could this all mean?
Let's loot these guys. Anything cool in here that I missed? Not that I can see. Okay. Let's head this way. Oh, he just disappeared. Jeez. Oh, I think that's DLC. So we're not worried about that just yet. The Teeth of Naros. Nope. Not yet. Let's use this Dalentarth stone, though.
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
I'll take those. Okay. It's a cool looking bison thing. Hello. You got a bunch of flies around you. I thought he was about to charge me for a second. Anyway.
Be careful of chicken.
Hello, chicken. Or chicken duck thing. Look at that view, though.
Yeah, Amalur is so beautiful.
Very, very pretty game. What seems to be the commotion? Goreheart. Okay.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Oh, she is making...
I don't care what you raise.
Yeah.
It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death.
Yep.
The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this.
What happened
It
here?
appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade. Likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds.
I'd like to help.
Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit... untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but... I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started.
Okay,
Hope you
goodbye.
stay in town.
Let's pursue that quest. In the meantime, let's go talk to this lady.
Enough of the oppression! Enough of the lies! Enough of the spiritual hoarding and claims of superiority! Mitharu does not judge. She loves. The Fae are not our enemy. Only those who seek to poison us should be reviled. That includes the brothers of St. Odwig's.
Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid. So perhaps Mitharu is at work.
Okay, you need aid.
We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our youngest don't have the will to resist. Take Brother Egan, for example. 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood and never returned. We must find him before anything happens.
Okay. Yeah, why are you worried?
Oderath is a savage land. Every day we must face both the beasts of the wood and the evil of wicked hearts. I
His
fear
eyes are
for
freaking me
Brother
out.
Egan's soul. He knows nothing of the world of Fae and Alpha, trust and temptation. He is like a baby, eyes wide at the world around him.
Okay, I'll help.
Mitharu be praised. His order reigns supreme. Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here, just off the road near the Fey ruins. Please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms.
Okay, I have a few questions, though. What is St. Odwig's mission?
The first bricks were laid 50 years ago by Odwig himself, before his demise at the hands of trolls.
Oh.
We honor him by converting the Fae to the worship of Mitharu. Alas, we have yet to convert a single one. But that does not keep us from trying.
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my sons. I live my life as an example of Mitharu's wishes for our kind.
And of the Fae?
The Fae are stubborn fools. They treat their souls like toys, with no thought of right or wrong, chaos or order.
And what of Brother Egan?
He is a good boy, but our youngest, and Egan often suffers from doubt. That is to be expected. One can only grow out of conflict, especially conflict of the spirit. I tried my best to comfort him and tell him that wisdom would come in time, but he is impatient, rash. He wanted a faster way to enlightenment and power.
Where should I look for him?
Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, he responded. Okay.
Don't believe Father Dinwell when he tells you that Mitharu was male. Mitharu is a god, not a mortal. She is all of us, not some of us.
Let's
To the
talk to this
half-truths,
lady.
whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odwig's Perpetual. They deal in lies and false tenets. Their light of hope will leave you in shadow.
Goodness gracious. What do you know of the wounded maiden?
She was wronged by someone in this village. That is an injustice I can understand. By its appearance, you'd assume Gorehart is a pleasant place. Never make assumptions.
Okay, what about St. Odwig's mission?
You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception, a citadel of lies. It throws its menacing shadow over all of Gorehart. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier, marching to the orders passed down to him. None of them have minds of their own.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. I have undergone the ordination rites, and am as legitimate as any monk.
And Father Dinwell?
He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply those that the Church deems worthy.
And what of Fae?
If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist in nature, period. Mitharu's divine order governs all, even the Fae.
Goodbye. Just made a little gesture I did not approve. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, wrong thing.
I'm not accustomed to all of this excitement. It was difficult enough to adjust to life during wartime. Now we have to be on our guard for Tuatha right here in our own home. What is this world coming to?
Holy cow, she's got a lot of dialogue. Oh gosh. Hit my microphone. Tell me a little about the Tuatha.
It's my understanding that they were once members of the Court of Winter, and Fae like any other. Yet something dark lured them, took them, and twisted them in its grip.
Okay, can you tell me about St. Odwig's mission?
It's strange. Those old birds have been perched on that hill for as long as I can remember, staring down over the rest of us in the village like hawks. I know so little about them. I don't even know their names.
Okay, what can you tell me about the village?
I was born and raised right here in the village. Well, not in Gorehart proper, but on a farmstead outside the village boundaries. It was a good life. Before the war, of course.
Tell me about yourself.
I was a miller's love who became a miller's wife. Now I am the wife of a soldier. My duty is to hold vigil for my beloved and for all our men on the lines.
And a Fae?
I would think they were a myth if not for the Tuatha. The Fae keep far from us. Perhaps they view us as intruders in their lands. Perhaps they disapprove of our civilized ways. Perhaps they know something we don't. I fear that most of all.
And what can you tell me of the Crystal War?
Truth be told, I know nothing of why the Tuatha are at war with the Alfar, nor why men fight the way they do. All I know is who picks up the pieces. The Tuatha's madness infected the Winter Court. All Fae existed peacefully for centuries, until the Tuatha got involved. It's sad.
Okay, and what can you tell me about the Court of Winter?
I'm hardly a scholar, but I can tell you what I know. There are two Fae factions, the gentle Court of Summer and its coarser cousin, the Court of Winter. As a child, we were told stories of their ancient rivalry. These are surely myths, but enough to scare a young girl. In the last few years, the Court of Winter has fallen, corrupted by a group of powerful Fae called the Tuatha. It's the Tuatha we fight, and the Tuatha we will defeat.
And what can you tell me about the Alfar?
My experience is limited to Arnik Arjuna and Katrin Orway. They seem the same as any of the rest of us. Wiser, perhaps, but decent, hard-working folk.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Let's go... Who's over here? Can we talk to this person? Nope, Gorhart Citizen.
To have the war squad so close.
Gorhart Citizen. Gorhart Citizen. Let's go in here. It's a Golden Age alchemy.
Welcome.
Okay. Just a guard, okay. Let's talk to this person. Looks like they got a quest.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is involved, then we could all be staring death in the face. What have I done?
What did you do? Yeah, what symptoms? What are you talking
Why
about?
ask questions when you could never understand the answers? It's clear your prowess is not with wit, but with a weapon. If you must know, something of value has been stolen. An alchemical formula that, if released, could cause untold devastation. I see its symptoms everywhere. Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula, but he's gone missing as well.
What is the formula?
It was an early version, unstable and rife with potential dangers. My hope is to develop a weapon that the Alfar can bring against our common enemy, the Tuatha. To say more would be to reveal my secrets. All I can say is that it involves lesions, goiters, and a good deal of pus.
Ugh. Okay, who was your apprentice?
His name was Karth Hilfred. I found him one morning outside my door, picking through the ember eyes. I was impressed how well he knew his way around a plant. I've never seen one so eager to learn.
Okay, I'll help you.
I do not deserve such goodwill after what I've engineered. If disaster occurs in Odorath, it will be on my head. I'm not sure where Karth may have gone, but I knew that before he came to me, he found shelter in the ancient chambers of Agnurfar Hall, an Irathi ruin east of Gorhart. Once you've ensured Karth's safety, you must learn what's happened to my formula. When you do, destroy it. It's the only way to keep us safe.
Okay. So, let me ask one more time, where's Karth?
He always spoke of his time as a wastrel living in the abandoned halls of Agnurfar Hall, the Irathi ruin. People say it's haunted, but people say many things.
Okay. Tell me more about this Agnurfar Hall.
The villagers believe it's haunted, but I have a feeling that's a ruse devised by the Red Legion. They mean to terrorize these people into submission, and it's working.
And what about Alistar?
Haven't you seen it? The grim tower to the west. Avoid its shadow if you can, because what transpires inside Alistar will benefit no one. I would know.
How would you know? Tell me more about the Crystal War.
I have seen many conflicts unfold, but never have I seen one in which the fates of so many are at stake. The Tuatha will not settle for simple victory. They want total domination and will do whatever it takes to achieve it.
Okay. Tell me more about your experiments.
For years I dabbled in alchemy, healing, divination and transmutation. All of that seems frivolous now, what with the war looming over us. Now I spend my sleepless nights in search of a formula that will end such conflicts forever.
Okay. And what can you tell me about Karth?
I fear for his life. Karth was gifted in a way that I've witnessed in only a select few. If the Red Legion has him, there's no telling of how he'll be treated.
And what of this Red Legion?
Bandits, ruthless and well organized. The Red Legion is reaping many rewards by preying on vulnerable Almane settlers traveling east. Long ago, these villains confined themselves to the coast, but recently they've moved inland to avoid the war. Now they're our problem.
Tell me more about yourself.
If you must know, my name is Nani Henry, formerly the chief alchemist of Alistar. But you wouldn't know what that is, would you? When the scholars in the tower ordered me to leave the grounds, I took refuge here. The Almane are a private people, keen to keep to themselves, like me.
Okay, and what can you tell me of the Tuatha?
They are the Undying, the corrupted roots. Their existence is an abomination. Everything in Amalur exists for a particular reason, except for the Tuatha. They're not meant to be.
Okay. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Let's go back out to Goreheart. Come on, loading screen. Okay. Let's go over to this place. The corner shop. Okay, what do we got going on? Let's talk to this lady.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Goreheart, the last settlement before the Feylands. How can I fill your pack today?
Well, let's shop real quick. I actually want to sell all the stuff that I'm not going to use. Sell that. Oh. Oh, we'll keep that stuff for now. What is this? Sell that. Inventory limit is 23 out of 70. What the heck? Let's get rid of these tattered documents. There we go. Okay. So what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Widowed, going on 5 years now. All my boys were taken by the Tuatha. Both sons, my brother, and my beloved Avery. Wicked business, this war.
So what are your thoughts on the Tuatha?
I refuse to speak of them. Please respect my wishes.
Okay. I can do that. Or not?
I told you. I will say no more on this matter.
Okay. For real, sorry this time. What can you tell me of the Red Legion?
Oh, I doubt it's an organized group. More likely that it's one scared idiot with a knife. I heard someone in the village mention the Red Legion, but that can't be true.
Okay, what can you tell me of the village?
Some call it the Camp of Cowards, on account of it being settled by those who refuse to enter the forest. Can you blame them? Never trust a wood that whispers. There's Nettie the smith, and Nanny handles potions and remedies. The inn's across the way if you fancy a pint. Keep an eye out for the Red Legion, though.
Okay. What can you tell me of the Fae?
The Fae are elemental creatures, magical and strange. None too considerate of us mortals either. They see us like pets, or worse, like bugs. It's best that you stay out of the Eastern Forest. I've seen things you can't even imagine. The road is dark and dangerous, and it's a long hike to Didenhill.
Okay, what is this Didenhill you speak of?
You will find it settled on a small lake beside the Eastern Road. Compared to Gorehart, Didenhill could be called a city.
Okay, what about the Crystal War?
The Alfar and the Tuatha have been at each other's throats for nearly a decade now. I can't remember the reason. I wonder if they can, the fools.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't let your guard down.
It's a Gorehart citizen.
Greetings.
It's a guard. Ooh, I can take this stuff? Why not?
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Are you here for a weapon? Going to earn a lord's favour in this ridiculous war, are you?
What?
I was raised to know weapons before anything else. You won't meet many women who could fashion arrow fletchings before they could speak.
Gotcha. Can you, tell me a little bit about yourself?
I intended to pledge my sword to the Alfar, to fight the blasted Tuatha. Had my helmet freshly polished, my sword sharpened to a deadly edge. Then I saw the carts headed west. They carried the corpses of the fallen, some all the way from Melsenshire. After that, my fire to fight went out. Forever.
What is this Melsenshire you speak of?
It is an Alfar stronghold in the east. And if the reports from the front are to be believed, Melsenshire is all that stands between the Tuatha and us.
Gotcha. What are your thoughts on the Tuatha?
I hear their warriors die as easily as any others, only they don't stay dead. That can be a problem during wartime.
Okay, and what can you tell me about the Crystal War?
We here in Gorehart are far from the front, and deliberately so. Our hearts may be with the Alfar, but our bodies stay here, safe on the other side of Dalentarth. We've seen our fair share of dead. The truth is, we have as many cemeteries as we do settlements.
Gotcha. What can you tell me about Dalentarth?
Look around you. These are no mere woods. This is the heart of the Feylands. Once you enter the forest, you won't emerge again until you reach the plains.
What about the Alfar?
Troublesome creatures, the Alfar. No doubt this war is a result of their meddling in the affairs of others.
And the Fae?
The Fae are one with this land in ways that no mortal race could ever be. They are true creatures of magic. Leave the village, walk 50 paces in any direction, and you'll find a Fae. Pray it's a friendly one.
Gotcha. Goodbye.
I'll be here.
Damn Red Legion.
Okay, let's go back to Gorehart. I feel like this episode just be talking.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be talking to a bunch of people. But that's how it is with RPGs. I mean, I like to
Explore,
hear the dialogue options.
especially for our first run.
Yeah. And especially options that... What do you mean first run through?
Like it's your first time recording this.
Oh, yeah, your first time recording it, yeah.
Like, so you're capturing every moment.
Okay. So you know what we're gonna do real quick. Let's use this
What
guy.
is the mission hiding? Why are its gates forever closed? These are the questions we all should be asking.
Talk to this Ugnar guy.
Nothing to see back here. Just a man working for his pay. We in Gorhart like to stay focused on our business. That way the Fae stay focused on theirs.
Okay. Tell me a little about yourself.
I'd rather not talk about it. My past is a murky place. It's better not to enter lest you wish to get lost there.
Okay. What can you tell me about the village?
Suits my needs just fine. It's remote, away from the shadows of the Crystal Wall. It's also quiet. Well, most of the time.
What can you tell me about the Crystal War?
If there was ever a reason to believe that Fae and mortals cannot live together, it is this strange and brutal war. The Alpha fight without any true knowledge of the enemy they face. I've seen this kind of conflict before and it never ends well.
Okay, what can you tell me of the Fae?
The peace between mortals and the Fae is a passing one. They will always see us as occupiers of this land. We borrow what can never be given. Those fools in that mission on the hill are wasting their days. Creatures of such power do not worship gods. They are gods.
And what are your thoughts on the Alfar?
Gorhart is an Almain settlement, so you won't find too many Alfar here. They tend to stay close to Rathia, their city on the coast. I don't mind them.
Okay. What can you tell me of St. Odwig's mission? Odwig's mission.
Their goal is to convince the Fae of their folly. But one cannot reason with the sunrise, ask the wind to cease its chill. You should speak with them if you haven't already. They are a sorry lot, and their numbers dwindle. Men forsake their faith and disappear into the woods, or worse.
And what can you tell me of the Red Legion?
What do you know of the Red Legion? Whatever it is, forget it. You'll be safer, wiser, and better off in the end. Ignorance is bliss, my friend.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Free chest. Sounds good to me. And I get a cotton cowl. That... Oh, I can actually wear it.
The hide helmet option in this game.
The hide helmet?
Remember? So you can get
Oh!
the helmet
What the heck was that? What the heck was that? I thought you meant hide helmet, like hide material helmet.
Yeah, like
Okay. Before we go into the Gorhart Inn, I think we'll go ahead and call it here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.